I wonder sometimes whether my weakness or strength yield better insight into the things I write here. And today, as I am in weakness, I think of the idea that God only blesses a house. God, will you bless me? And God may say, for the sake of our point, no, I put my blessing on houses. From the book of Deuteronomy, this scripture, the Lord will command the blessing on you in your storehouses and in all to which you set your hand. What are these storehouses? And it seems to me that we must be inside or over the storehouses, because it says, the blessing, on you, in your storehouses. Does the words, on you, also mean something, that, you, here may even be a house in itself? Can God find that, you? That you part of us is our sense of exquisite self, in self-awareness, feeling it so, and in stillness. Now the enigmatic you inside us must be full in feeling, full in confidence, and at the same time be empty. Now we give the feeling of fullness and the feeling of emptiness a voice, and giving it a voice means we feel it actively with awareness. And we do this because giving a feeling a voice makes a path in the dimensions, a space with a substance. But this emptiness is not in contrast to the preceding fullness. The emptiness lives in the trading or catalytic vector current of longing, of need, and we know that inside longing or hope or need exists this thing called emptiness, for lack of a better word. And from the book of Lamentations, the Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the soul who seeks him. And this waiting and seeking reveals the notion of emptiness, something that has a space that can be filled. Because God, we can say here, will only fill an empty thing, on the head of a full thing. Now emptiness, and need, does not imply stopping, because stopping negates confidence, which is a trading agent, and stopping negates forwardness, and this forward movement is important. From the book of Exodus, God says, "Why do you cry to me? Tell the people of Israel to go forward." If we stop, God will stop. Storehouses may include physical things like bank accounts, but spiritually it is anything over which we stand. And we stand so simply with the thought and feeling, the sense of ownership, in the setting of confidence. I have a dream. I give the dream a house, which is to say, I hold it in a bubble, over which I stand. The house is made of feeling and seeing, something of a visual template. Isolation is life. A mind too full of sugary stimulation has a false fullness. Guilt and shame have the wrong kind of fullness. Peace of mind has an emptiness which God can fill. A mind that is addicted to stimulation to avoid the pain of stillness will spill its power into the streets of others, and serve them so. The house of the exquisite self in the mind of the brain blooms like a flower to no one. A flower to no one in the house of God. Now the brain has calculated that the self which has guilt or shame, and anger brewing from an echo of a memory which we keep inside us, will always answer back. Guilt or shame or fear always answers, which is to say, defend, and defend by way of internal monologues, with things inside our mind. The problem with this fending off stuff, is that whatever we answer to in defense, defers us to a subjection. And we know that owners must be over something. Righteousness and awareness of this helps the mind of the brain. Because in righteousness we don't need to answer everyone inside our head. That is why I had said elsewhere, monsters want answers.